Alright, we're going to make these Korean street breakfast sandwiches. I'm sure they call it cheese toast, but I'm going to call it a breakfast sandwich. Typically it's the cabbage, and they do more of a slaw. I'm doing red cabbage, some carrots, and I'm throwing a little minced up onion in there as well. What we'll do is we'll put a couple of eggs into this pitcher. I like it because it's easy to mix in, and if I need to pour it, it's easier. Okay, now I took that egg mixture, I put in 2 eggs, and then I put in the cabbage, the carrots, and the onion. You stir this up. I do it with a fork, not to over whisk it, but just enough to get it all coated so that it will bind together. You see here there's not a lot. This is just for 2 sandwiches. So you'll do that accordingly, but I like it in the clear container so you can see how that all comes together. On the flat top, I have this at about a medium heat. So oftentimes when you look at videos, I don't think they give us enough guidance on how much the temperature should be on the flat top. So this is about medium heat, so this is about 320 right in there. I've got everything set up. I like to try to prep things ahead. So I'm going to be adding cheese later. It's just American cheese, some Velveeta slices. And so what I do is I get those all set up, because when I put the sandwich bread down and I have the egg and I'm taking things off of the flat top, I want to make sure that it's really quick and easy to get to. So here in a minute we're going to go ahead and take this flat top. We got a good temp on it. I'm going to check that there. We're going to go ahead and put down our toast. We want to get that going and get that all buttered up. And we're going to go ahead and let that cook through. I've got the pieces of ham on here. You don't want them too thick. You want them just enough to where they're going to cook down and have that good flavor, but not overly thick. We're just going to let those cook through as we're working on the rest of this. Went ahead and flipped over the toast. You want this to be crisp, but not overly crisp. So we're going to let that go ahead and crispen up on the other side. Go ahead and flip over our ham as well. That was good. Alright, so I'm going to take this mix, and when I pour it out, I just want to make sure that I have about sandwich size. So I'm going to put a little butter down, and I'm going to get this ready because I'm also going to do some other eggs. So the theory here is you just want it to be about the size of the toast that you're going to be using. I'm going to let those just kind of cook up. And that egg is really just a binder to keep all those delicious ingredients in. I want to season them up really quick. I do a little salt and pepper and a little seasoning on it. As that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and put down 2 more eggs. These eggs are going to go on after the pancake. Go ahead and hit stop. Alright, so I went ahead and flipped these over. As you see, you just want to get them nice and golden brown. Move them around. I flipped the eggs over. I want those about easy to medium. I've taken the toast off. I got it nice and crispy. I like to put the cheese on there first, so as I start to add the other ingredients, it can go on. While this is on the grill, I'm going to take a sriracha ketchup mix. Mix that to taste. I'm going to put that on. Then we're going to use some sugar. And I'm just using raw cane sugar. This gives a really nice sweetness to it. And don't be shy. Put that on there. It's amazing how, especially with this quality of sugar, it breaks down really easy, and it's not overly sweet, but it gives a nice flavor to it. So now that those are there, these are good. I'm going to pull them up nice and golden on the bottom. I'm going to transfer that over onto my toast. Then I'm going to take, I like to do 2 pieces of bacon, so I'm going to put 2 on there. And then this is where I like to add the next cheese. So I'll take the cheese, put it on there, so that'll start melting. And then the final part that we do is the actual egg. So like I said, you want these about over medium so they have a little bit of yolk to run through. Over easy makes it a little bit more messy, but it does bring out that super rich flavor. And so there you have it. These are our Korean cheese toast street breakfast sandwiches made on a flat top in our backyard. And here we go. That egg is perfect. It's not too firm, so there's enough of that delicious egg to go through, and you can see there's not a ton of that layering of vegetables. You don't want it too thick. Enjoy.